Welcome to QuickBooks Connect 2022. Ashleigh and I are so pumped to be here back together in person with you. QuickBooks Connect, same name, but a new show because this time we are 100% dedicated to you, our top to you, who clapped, and to all of you, because you all are our top priority partners, accounting professionals, ProAdvisors, QuickBooks solution providers, and app developers. What an amazing community that QuickBooks Connect is. We're so excited to be here, and we wanted to give you an exclusive experience, and that's why we're here in Vegas. Now, half of you are sitting in this room not just for the first time, maybe, but at your first QuickBooks Connect. And I remember when I was sitting in your shoes, it was back in 2018, and I was blown away by the energy of this community. And I was like, wow, I'd love to be a part of that someday. And after having served and had that privilege and honor as the leader of the QuickBooks Accountant Segment for the past 2 years, I truly feel like I am one of y'all. And so I say thank you for that. And I remember hearing the first keynote back in 2018. And the leader speaking at that time said, go find your pack. And I was like, pack? What does that even mean? Why is that important? And he cited the wisdom of an ancient African proverb that said, if you want to go fast, well, then go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Now I understand the wisdom of that and the power of finding your pack.
So I'm sure as you prepared for your trip that a number of people told you that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But we're going to ask you within these conference walls to not listen to that adage. We hope that everything you learn here, you are inspired to take it back to your firms, your customers, and the vendors that you work with. When I was a practice leader and attended QuickBooks Connect, I left inspired by the people I met. And I was learning so many things from the other people that had paved the road ahead of me. So I would encourage you to do that. I would also challenge you. I'm a big believer that education without action is simply entertainment. So as you sit through those sessions, take in the information and plan for how you're going to use it within your practice. Ted and I, over the next few minutes, want to share with you what have we been doing since we haven't been together. And then we also want to prepare you for what to expect in the coming days. We want to make it possible for you to learn and grow during this conference. But first of all, we want to thank you. Thank you for being here. We fully recognize that December is probably the busiest month of the year. And you've taken the time to be with us. You've taken time to be away from your families, your firms, and your customers. So thank you. But more importantly, thank you for what you do all year long. We hope during QuickBooks Connect that you recognize that we are here to encourage connections, inspire new skills, and to power your growth. Each one of you in the room is the flywheel of success for your customers. We have solution providers in the room who are expanding capabilities for our customers every day. We have experts who are providing financial strategies to their customers in order for them to grow. But each and every one of you, regardless of your roles, you're their advocates. You're recommending and educating them not only on the product, but what they need to succeed.
If you all reflect back, the last time we were together was in 2019. I want you to just think about how much the world has changed since then. I think you would all say, Ted, there has been so much change. We've gone through a pandemic unlike anything that we have known in our lifetime and even probably our grandparents' lifetimes. We've all become experts in stockpiling away all of that toilet paper we weren't hoarding. If you know what I mean. And then we quickly were facing the Great Resignation, staffing challenges like we'd never seen, and now inflation. Lots and lots of change. However, the role that you continue to play in your firm, for your clients, that's unchanged. But what I love is hearing the stories from each of you about how your clients appreciate you in a new way. You've become a coach to them, a therapist at times, a cheerleader, an advocate, and a magician. Do the words or letters PPP or ERC ring any memory bells for you?
I was telling Ted recently a story about when I was at my firm, and we had our team working 7 days a week to support a banking client who needed us to review the applications for PPP so that they could get funding and lending to their customers. Our team was working 7 days a week with their kids at home in tow and trying to make it possible for these customers to get the lifeline they needed. And I think that was the true magic that happened during COVID.
Absolutely. And you all were heroes then, and you're heroes today for your clients. And so that's what we like to say, that all of you are our most valued partners because of the magic that you work for your clients. And I want you just to reflect on the fact that in Intuit, our mission is to power small business prosperity around the world. We are aligned on that mission. When I talk with all of you, that is what gives you focus all the time, is powering that small business success. So we want to unpack that together.
Our shared vision of powering success is focused on improving the success rates that businesses experience. Many businesses within the first 5 years, 50% of them fail. We want to change that. And we're proud to say that customers on the Intuit ecosystem have a 69% success rate. But we're not satisfied.
Yeah, we can applaud for that.
That is something to applaud. That is because of you. But we're not satisfied with 69%. We want to see a 100% success rate, but we know that we can't do that up here. We can only do that with each of you. We recognize that businesses rely on each and every one of you.
A key way that we ensure we're going to keep pushing that success rate up is by connecting our small business customers to you. We do that because we know they are more successful with you, especially those of you who are certified ProAdvisors. And we recently went out and surveyed a bunch of small businesses to validate what we already knew to be true, but we wanted to hear directly from them. And an astounding 9 out of 10 told us the reason they are successful is because of you. I hope you are feeling like a warm, fuzzy, awesome feeling when you hear that. And they say not only are they more successful, but they're more confident in their business, they sleep better at night, and they've been better able to deal with all of the inflation because of the insights that you provide to them. And we're not stopping there. We know that it is critical for small businesses to also be able to use all of the benefits of the ecosystem that third-party app providers like yourselves provide. And that's why we remain committed to being a trusted and open platform, building better and more durable APIs that enable you to create those tailored experiences for your customers in different verticals and use cases than we've got QuickBooks working today on.
You already know that businesses rely on you, but they rely on you more today than they ever have before. And that's what drives us to provide an open, integrated platform of services that's focused on streamlining your workflows, saving you time, and giving you the ability to deliver insights to your customers to foster their growth. I think we might have a few number lovers in the room. So I wanted to share some data around how the ecosystem has grown in the last 3 years. We've added more than 1.5 million customers to the QuickBooks Online ecosystem, and more than 2 million customers through our MailChimp acquisition. We have 800,000 accountants like you accessing our platform on an everyday basis. And we have 300,000 developers actively working to provide solutions for their customers, and providing more than 725 apps in the apps.com store. We recognize that our platform means more growth opportunities for you. It means more access to clients, increased efficiencies, automating those manual tasks to deliver those insights. We want to help you implement strategies to foster not only your growth, but also your customers' growth.
So as QuickBooks has been expanding and expanding, your partner needs have been changing with us, and we are racing to keep pace for you. And that's why we provide you with the access to our best offerings, whether that be QuickBooks Online Advanced, our new full-service Elite Payroll product, or what I know you all love, our best customer service. We're gonna have to follow up on that one. Our vision is to be your, stay with me, people. Our vision is to be your #1 partner, and we're committed to powering the growth of you and your firm. I want to unpack how we do that. The way that we think about delivering that vision to you is through 3 powerful words. We call them the 3 Ps sometimes. Our QuickBooks platform, our partnership, and the programs that drive and fuel your growth.
In my firm experience, there was a few ways to grow your practice. You could do it by accessing more clients, you could do it by creating new advisory services, or you could simply improve your margin by improving your processes and in creating efficiencies. But to make any of those growth strategies work, you have to have a platform that is integrated. It gives you an opportunity to advise with your clients and leaves you keying way less data. So to do that, we're focused on delivering automations and improving efficiencies. And so I'm excited to share and tease a little bit some of the things you'll hear about this week and our new capabilities. They're things that you're going to hear about here on the main stage, but also out at our booth. Things like bulk transaction processing and QuickBooks Online Accountant. You can cheer for these things, that works. Mid-market needs like advanced accounting, revenue recognition, fixed asset tracking, and my personal favorite, multi-company reporting. With these improvements, we are focused on increasing your efficiencies exponentially. But a platform is only as valuable as the partnerships that it fosters.
And that's why we're so committed to deepening and furthering our partnership with you. A key way that we do that is by listening to you and delivering for you. Ashleigh just talked about all of these new innovations, and I hear from you, sometimes it's hard to keep up with those. And so that's why we're committed to providing you the information of what's changing, why it's changing, and to the best that we can predict it, when it's going to be changing. We know that's critical because you are the expert to your client, and the best thing that we can do to set you up to succeed and your client to succeed is for you to understand those changes. So that's one way we're doing that. Second way we're doing that is by making sure that you are aware of all of the feedback that we're hearing from you. And let me just say that this is a group that excels in giving us feedback. I personally have grown in my ability to hear your feedback.
And I've shared my fair share of feedback with Ted.
I'm a feedback magnet, it turns out. No, seriously, we love your feedback. And we get over 10,000 individual pieces of feedback through you, through our product, through our support, and all of our different channels. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, wow, that's a whole lot of feedback. How do you make sense of that? And what we're doing is we've actually stood up a team whose sole job is to parse all of that feedback, synthesize the key themes, and then go out to the respective product teams and say, this is spiking. Here's an area that we really need to go tackle, and how do we go communicate that better? So to communicate that better, we've launched a new series on Firm of the Future called Your Feedback in Action. And literally what it is playing back is, here's what we've heard from the community, and then here's what we've done and are going to do about it. A couple of recent highlights that we wanted to quickly share with you that came out in the first article that we published back in October was the ability for you to migrate banking rules directly from desktop to QBO, because we see how many of you are migrating clients over, and that could greatly improve your efficiency. Second thing is, as I learned from many of you, there is no such thing as a crisis in accounting unless it's payroll. And that's why we are rolling out the ability to edit, delete, and void historic, right? I knew you all would love that one. Third thing, there are more and more small businesses doing business across borders than ever before. And we've heard you. You want the ability to have that match of the foreign currency transaction directly in the bank feed and eliminate all of the costly and creative workarounds that y'all excel in. So we've taken that on as well. So these are just a couple of the tangible ways that we're fulfilling our vision to be your #1 partner committed to your success and our shared customers' success.
So we've talked about the platform, we've talked about the partnership, but now we need to talk about how do we deploy those two things, and that's through our program, specifically our ProAdvisor program. Earlier I mentioned we have more than 800,000 accountants worldwide, and 600,000 of those accountants are ProAdvisors, engaging with our program on a regular basis, seeking training, education, and certifications. But also the ProAdvisor program connects you to businesses that need your expertise. 63% of businesses in the world are connected to an accountant through a ProAdvisor. 3 million businesses are represented in that percentage. We're not satisfied. We want to see that number go up. And our team is continually looking for ways to uncover additional ways to connect those businesses with each and every one of you.
So we want to take a moment now and recognize you heroes, our ProAdvisor community. The QuickBooks program started back in 1997. And it was, let's talk about the ProAdvisor portal. Why don't we do that? It didn't come out in 1997. It's actually coming out right now. And I think you'd love to tell them about it, Ashleigh.
Maybe I should talk about that, Ted.
Yeah, let's go.
In a recent roundtable discussion with some firm leaders, they shared with us one of their biggest struggles is talent, whether it's finding it, training it, retaining it. And so what they shared with us is one of the ways they wanted to engage their talent was to help them instill confidence. Not just confidence in our product, but confidence in the industry that we serve and the services that we offer. And so we are here to help, even though I tried to keep it a secret. We've deployed a new ProAdvisor training portal, has a new design, it's easier to search, specifically searching based on skill levels and product functionality. You're also able to create some personalized goals and learning paths. The coolest part about it to me, though, is that we are always adding content so that it remains relevant. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still working on my CPE requirement that's due in a few days, and it's nice to actually have CPE that's valuable to our industry. So to help you grow in your knowledge of QuickBooks Online and the accounting industry as a whole, we're continuing to add to this content. But the program is really only as valuable as the people that are part of the ProAdvisor program. And so with that, this time, Ted,
now
we can talk about it.
We wanted a dramatic pause before we celebrated you. So seriously, though, this is important because so much of what QuickBooks Connect stands for is the community that you all represent. And so we wanted to just do a quick roll back the clock and a quick history lesson. So our QuickBooks ProAdvisor program was founded back in 1997 with a rather stuffy sounding name that y'all quickly elbowed out of the way. It was the QuickBooks Professional Advisors Program. So we launched it in 97, and we were overjoyed. By 2008, we'd welcomed 50,000 of you into the program, and y'all started to tell us some things about the program. You gave us some feedback. And you said, we'd love to see this be better. We want some training, we want some certification, because we need better understanding of how your product works so that we can help our clients better. So we did that. So starting in 2008, we rolled that out. And as Ashleigh just shared, we made it better and better. The program grew. If we fast forward 10 years, we now had 200,000 members in it, active on the platform. And today, we are so proud that there are over 600,000 of you across the globe actively helping our shared customers succeed. And as we alluded earlier, a couple of you are probably doing the math, and you're saying, okay, Ted, 1997, now it's 2022. That's 25 years. What an amazing time for us to be celebrating all of you on the 25th anniversary of the QuickBooks ProAdvisor program. As I shared with you in the beginning, we could not have gone far without you. And so really, the celebration is all about you. You all are the backbone of the community, everyone in this room. You all call us to do better and to be better because you know what your clients so desperately need to succeed. And as we talked about, it's hard enough as it is. and we've got to make it easier for them, because nobody else is looking out for them except the folks in this room. And so today, we want to celebrate the ProAdvisors who've been with us since the very beginning. And we looked back from 1997 to present day. There are actually 401 ProAdvisors who've been active in the program all of those 25 years. Their names are up on the screen. I love that y'all are now excited to applaud, because we looked a little deeper and we said, how many of those 401 are going to be in this room with us today? And the answer is, there are about 45. And so what I want to do is, those 45 of you know who you are, and you're probably saying, Ted, you are not going to make me stand up. And you know me well. We know who you are. And so you 45, let's go. Let's give them a round of applause.
Come back there too.
Thank you. Thank you. What an amazing testament to small business prosperity and impact. You all are pioneers with us, and we thank you for being with us today. And thanks for also standing up. So, like I said, in 2018, it was my first QuickBooks Connect, and I feel so privileged to be a part of this community. Ashleigh, this is your first Connect as an Intuit employee.
Yes, this is my first one, and so I'm new to the community on this side of the relationship. And so we also want to take the opportunity to celebrate those of you that are also new to this community. 50% of you in the audience are new to QuickBooks Connect, and we're going to make you just as uncomfortable.
Yes.
And turn up those house lights and have you all please stand. Please stand.
If you're new, stand on up.
I see her. Stay standing for 1 second. So those of you that are seasoned QuickBooks attendees, look around. Look at the people that are standing and welcome them into the community this week.
Yes.
Ted and I have recognized that we're stronger together, and we want you to also recognize that as well. Please take the opportunity this week to welcome these new members to our community.
So together, as QuickBooks solution providers, as third-party app developers, and as ProAdvisors, we represent one of the world's largest connected ecosystems to fuel small business success. Think about that. Think about the privilege and the opportunity that we have. We cannot wait to dig into what QuickBooks Connect is going to help you unlock. So let's get into what do we have in store next, Ashleigh?
Let's look at the days ahead. Our goals are to equip you with knowledge, we want to inspire you, and we want to connect you. All with one single purpose, which is to power your growth. We're going to be sharing exciting product innovations that we'll be showcasing. We'll be sharing what's new and coming in the next 6 months, from QuickBooks Online to QuickBooks Online Accountant, to commerce accounting, to payroll, to money movement, and MailChimp, and also some mid-market solutions. I can guarantee you that there is something for everyone. Tomorrow morning, though, on the main stage, you're going to hear from Alex Chris, our General Manager of Small Business and Self-Employed Group, from Cassie Devine, the leader of the QuickBooks platform, and Rania Sakar, the CEO of MailChimp and the leader of our money movement business. Listen carefully to them. They're going to share exciting innovations that are coming to help you get the most out of our ecosystem. But what's even more exciting and inspiring is they're going to share the customer stories that have driven us to provide those innovations, and the customer stories that inspire each and you every day to help your customers grow and scale.
And we know you're not just here to listen to us. You're also here to learn from each other. And that's why we have 96 breakout sessions led by leaders in the field on topics that range from pricing, because that's an evergreen topic. We all need more courage, and courage equals pricing, let's be honest, to how to go build a really robust CAS practice. Maybe e-commerce advisory is your thing, or for those of you that want to rock it on TikTok, we have that for you too. That wasn't a joke. We literally have a session on how to use TikTok in your business, and I personally,
I might be signing up for that one.
I'm very scared that I'm going to have to
need some
dance on
CPE.
TikTok. So, and we thank you for attending those and for those that are putting those on, because these are folks who are running businesses themselves. They understand what it's like to be operating a business in today's dynamic times, and they can't wait to share what they've learned with all of y'all. So make sure you hit those up. But it wouldn't be QBC without inspiring keynotes on the main stage. More inspiring than Ashleigh and me, even. And that's why we're excited to welcome to the stage tomorrow Carla Hall, Serena Williams, Simon Sinek, and Malcolm Gladwell. Modern day legends who are going to share their personal stories with us to fuel our inspiration and our growth. Because we recognize it's been a long time since we've been together. We could all use a little recharge and a little inspiration.
Last but not least, we're here to connect, gather, and strengthen. We would encourage you to participate in meetups and also participate in the brain dates. If you have a problem you need solved this week, ask someone. Look at the tables around you and ask someone. If you have feedback, give it to Ted. He loves it. But in all seriousness, ask the people around you what sessions they're getting the most out of. Ask them what they're going to do with the information they learned when they go back to their office. And even better yet, follow up with them after the conference to hold them accountable and create those new partnerships that span our continent and our globe.
Okay, we've gone a little over time, but we wanted to wrap up.
But it'll be worth it, Ted, I promise.
Always. We wanted to wrap up by saying thank you. Thank you for being here in one of the busiest times of your year, to be investing in yourself, investing in one another, and investing in your practice and your clients. We have champagne waiting outside for you. You're probably wondering, where can we go get some of this delicious bubbling? And the answer is out the door, back in the exhibit hall. We have a reception where we're going to celebrate each and every one of you. And we'd love it if you would take a glass and toast one another. And right now, to say goodbye for this session, Ashleigh and I are going to raise a glass to all of you. Thank you for the impact that you have. Thank you for your passion and your heart. Thank you for your candor. I love it. But most of all, thank you for the way that you invest in one another and make this community so special. Cheers to you.
And we'll see you in the reception hall. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.